What's up guys? So in this video I'm going to be covering 5 alternatives to AliExpress, and this is very exciting because there is one that is absolutely blowing up, that is gaining popularity, and so I just want to get right into it. Now, a couple of things though, you might be thinking like, why would I want an alternative to AliExpress? Well, as you start dropshipping and you start getting more and more orders, what you're going to notice is you're going to start having a lot of little nitpicking problems that's absolutely going to cripple your business, which is why it's always a bad idea to scale on AliExpress. A couple things, of course, is fake tracking numbers. You'll definitely run into that. Suppliers will literally supply you with fake tracking numbers, either because they don't have the product or they're just trying to get you off their case and they don't really want to deal with you anymore. You're pretty much not like, you don't have any leverage with them. Another thing is you'll have really long processing delays, which then is going to be refunds and chargebacks, which are very expensive, especially chargebacks with Stripe. That's not very fun. So basically what they do, just a little background, is they wait for all of these orders to come in from us dropshippers, right? We're all dropshipping, we all find a product, we're placing our order. They're waiting for those orders to come in with their processing time of 6 to 10 days. And then at once they bulk order, they get a cheaper discount for themselves. And then they pretty much are drop shipping the products for us. And they're like the middleman. So once again, they have a business too where they have to make profit. And then that's what they're doing and pretty much using that to their advantage. And then the other thing is feedback scores. So Facebook is going to be really hounding on people that don't have really good shipping times or that have terrible feedback scores, where your CPMs will increase, but your reach will also decrease. So your reach for your ad, as far as how many people you can reach, is going to decrease significantly. And like I said before, you're really going to have no leverage. So there is a new platform that is absolutely gaining so much traction, and I've been keeping my eye on it, and it's really good. It's called YOOO. This is almost becoming the new alternative for AliExpress and is going to continuously develop and get bigger and bigger. And right now it's insane. So with this platform, you will get faster shipping times. You'll actually have quality control. So they look at the products, make sure they're not broken or messed up. And if they are broken, they even have a policy on their site, and you can talk to their support, that they will help you out. They'll replace the product and they won't just kind of screw you over. Another thing is you have one-click fulfill. So inside your Shopify dashboard, it integrates with YOOO, and inside the YOOO dashboard, you can actually fulfill all the orders in a direction I think this company is going to start going in, is what I'm doing right now, which is DHL and USPS. I'm going to be covering that in the later slides as an alternative for you to use instead of AliExpress, of course. But I think they're going to start using this premium e-commerce service, exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm shipping from China, literally drop shipping, no inventory whatsoever, but I'm using this to my advantage, and I think this company is also going to start using it. But one of the biggest selling points of YOOO right now is the fact that they are sourcing their products, right, from all of these really good suppliers, but they're getting it cheaper. But I looked, and is it really cheaper? So this thing sold really well, and on AliExpress you can get it for $467 with ePacket. On YOOO, $456, 9 cents cheaper. And then this, basically the difference is 52 cents cheaper, but on AliExpress. So YOOO is a little bit more expensive. So the price isn't really that much cheaper, but the processing time and the delivering time is faster. So that is worth every single penny. And the biggest thing though is I want to give you guys a little insider tip. The way you find a lot of winning products and products that are untapped, and what more and more people are going to start doing, is as you start developing relationships with your suppliers, what you're going to be able to do is ask them like, hey, what's selling really well? What's new? What could even be? Do you have any suggestions for a winning product? Like, they will literally help you out, because they themselves, they are looking for marketers that are really good, that have a good relationship with, to absolutely sell and blow something out of the water. So these guys are literally in China working with the best suppliers. They have to source and buy in bulk all of these products. I guarantee you they don't do it with all of them, but they do a handful of them. So the only products they would have on their platform are ones that are either A, selling really well, or B, pass like a criteria of it will sell really well. So what I like about this is that this platform, YOOO, is all really good products. They can't waste money on products that aren't selling, and they have insider connections with suppliers, but they literally are holding a whole slew of really good products inside their dashboard. And so what I like to do, I literally go to this tab right here, creative products with video, and it's amazing. They have, I mean, it's like winner after winner. Of course there's past winners, and then if I were you, I would literally just click on this tab and just keep looking through, and if something catches your eye and you like it, I would definitely test it, because they would not waste space on their platform and waste time with products that wouldn't do well. Now, like I said, if you wanted to source a product, you can ask them. So the next option though, if YOOO doesn't have a product, you can actually find and source products where Aberlo already vets the suppliers. This is like kind of your next tier up from AliExpress, and then YOOO is way above that. So if you don't find a product on YOOO, go to Aberlo. It's literally app.aberlo, and you could just type in Aberlo products and you could find it, and you'll literally have a full dashboard. You have to make an account and you could find product after product. And now it's a little bit more expensive, but it's a lot more reliable because these suppliers are already vetted by Aberlo. Now the third thing is my absolute favorite method, because this is going to yield a big return. So first, it's 3PL companies. So 3PL is a third-party logistics company that basically, very simply, is going to do all of the stuff that we don't want to take care of. They're going to house the product, they're going to ship the product, they're going to pick and pack the product, they're going to let you know when it ships, they're going to have, you know, everything is going to be integrated into your Shopify store, and they literally do everything for you for a small fee. So it's a small fee per unit, which is great. It's not like you have to do a huge upfront cost. So for example, if you, not a good idea, but if you wanted to, you're like, all right, I'm gonna test this, I'm gonna order 50 units. So you order literally just 50 units. You could literally use one of these companies and send them 50 units, be like, hey, can you house this product? I'm gonna ship it out. You could do that. Now, in reality, what you'd wanna do is order 500 units and use a third-party company. Now, there are a couple companies I do suggest, ShipBob and Shipmonk. These are both really good. Now, I kind of forgot to cover this in the last slide, but the reason why this is gonna pay itself back 2 times over is because your customer return rate, instead of being 1%, is now gonna be 20 to 30%, 30 to 40%, especially if you do email campaigns, because now you are shipping from the US, you have everything, your labels, custom packaging, everything is like absolutely how a real company should be. So now when you get a first customer, you're gonna get a return customer, and then you're gonna get a lifetime customer, because once they get that first package from you, they're gonna be like, ah, it actually came and they did what they said. Let's see what else they have on their store. And they literally just come back. You don't even have to do retargeting sometimes. They'll just come back organically. I don't know why, but they just do. And so this like pays itself over like tenfold, which is exactly why I really suggest looking into something like this. Now, as far as ShipBob versus Shipmonk, which one is better? They're both really good, but depending on your product, your dimension, the weight, I don't know which one's cheaper, because it depends on those factors. Like, what you want to do is you actually want to get a quote from both of them. You're going to say, hey, this is how many orders I'm going to do, or this is how much stock I have, this is how many orders I predict I'm going to do, and here's my dimensions, here's my weight. What would be the amount per order that I'd be looking to pay to use your service? And they'll give you a quote and they'll give you a full breakdown, which is really cool. So I want to go over now a method that I'm using right now on one of my stores, and it's absolutely underground and no one's doing this, but it is the way to go if you can negotiate. So it's called using DHL Ecommerce. It is by far the best shipping method. And first of all, this is the way where you can ship from China all the way to the US, and it comes in around 7 to 10 days, which is really good. But what I really like is that my packages do not say came from, you know, China port somewhere else. Now it literally will say comes from Chino, California, right? So it is amazing. Now, the way I did this and the way you guys can try to do this is you basically are going to talk to your suppliers and ask them if they can do this option, this shipping option. It is a very good shipping option. More and more suppliers are going to start catching on. They're going to start utilizing this, but you need a little bit of volume, and you need, in my opinion, you need a little bit of a relationship with your supplier. But that's not to say you can't go to new suppliers and ask them if they would be willing to do this and at least test it out for a month. And so you would ask them, hey, you know, I really want to use this shipping method, DHL Ecommerce, and I negotiated to a point where, you know, I was saying, hey, we're going to do this many orders a day. I think back then I said 30, and obviously it went a lot more than that. And I don't have to keep inventory. I drop ship straight from China. I don't keep any inventory. I don't do anything. And so this is literally the fastest service, and it's really affordable. So this is something very underground I would test. Now, the next option I want to show you is something a lot of my friends use. I don't use this because if this doesn't work, then I just go straight to a 3PL company. But if you want a really cheap option to kind of do the middle ground of exactly what I'm talking about, then I want to show you guys dropshipping agents or sourcing agents. So basically the way it works is you have a product from AliExpress or YOOO or wherever, you have a product that is selling well. You have to make sure that you're at least getting 30, 40 orders a day. Then you're like, okay, look, I want to source this product. So you have a sourcing agent. I'll show you where you can find these sourcing agents. But you then go to your sourcing agent, be like, hey, find me this product. I'm looking to sell this product. He then gives you a quote, and you actually have to bulk order. So you have to order the product ahead of time, but they store it, they have their own fulfillment, and they will be shipping it. So it's more reliable, it's really cheap shipping, and you'll be able to keep track of your stock. So randomly, you're not gonna have like, you know, you're not going to be out of stock when you just sold out and you're keep scaling on Facebook and now you have to refund all the customers. Everything is a lot more reliable. Now, it still comes from China. It still will take about 9 to 15 days. So, but if you don't care about that, here's exactly how you could find these guys. So you could either message in groups, which I'm in a lot of groups, and I always see people like, hey, I want a sourcing agent or a dropshipping agent, and people just flood the chat like, oh, use this guy, use this guy. And you know, the problem is that it's always hard to know who's really good. And so another way you could do that is you could even go on Fiverr and literally type in sourcing agent, and you can find droves of these people. They're advertising, and you can maybe even look at their reviews. Another thing is like when you're using these agents, make sure you're really like you're really keeping tabs on them in the beginning. When they say something, double check and make sure that they actually did it. Did they ship the product? Where's the tracking numbers? And so really like follow up with these guys. And so kind of to close this off, AliExpress was never designed to scale your business. That is the number one thing why I really did not like dropshipping in general. I wanted a better way to dropship. Even though I am dropshipping, I did it more of a different method that makes more sense to me, so that way I get customer return rate. I have ways to actually make it a brand. But AliExpress is designed for actually the end consumer. It's actually a marketplace for consumers, normal everyday Joes, to literally go on the platform and buy, I don't know, fake AirPods or whatever, literally straight from AliExpress. It is not necessarily for us marketers to just kind of come in and make these amazing margins. But that is it with this video, guys. I do appreciate every one of you guys for subscribing and liking and all of that good stuff. And if you leave a comment, I do read it, I do reply, I do care what you guys say. So if you do have a question, go ahead and leave it below. But with that being said,